Right folks, we're back. In the previous section we just opened up a interpreter session in the server which was hosting the WordPress website. So let's kick on and keep going. We'll open a shell and we'll do uname tag A. We're running on our Ubuntu box, and let's see, we've got print working directory. We'll cd to the root. Who am I? It seems we are ww-data, which suggests to me not root. Okay, we're now in the machine. Again, because I'm trying to be a bit kind of fast and kick on, I would advise you to go through these directories and see what you can find, see what you can access. Essentially, I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do is move ahead and try to escalate privileges. And the way I'm going to do that is use a program which is called Unix PrivS Checker, which will actually check for vulnerabilities which we can exploit to actually elevate our privileges. Problem is though, is that the Unix PrivS tool is on the Kali machine and we want it to be on the server we're actually in just now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy my PrivS Checker to my var directory, put it into the HTML page, essentially host it by booting an Apache service from my Kali machine, and then from the actual server which we're in, try to download it from there. Here's the issue though, with a lot of the directories you actually can't write to them. If you'll notice, you can't write. However, we do have, there's world write access in the temp directory. So what I'm going to do is essentially cd to the temp directory. Actually, do you know what? See, before I do that, I'm going to go back and I'm going to do this little trick, which is to get a proper shell. I'm going to import pty dot spawn bracket. Okay, that's a bit better. So we're in the temp directory, and because we'll have write access in here, we can actually write things to this directory, i.e. download to it. So what I need to do at the moment is open up another terminal, and I'm going to locate the Unix PrivS check, and it is in user share PrivS. So if I just double check that, cd user share Unix PrivS and we'll ls. Yep, that's it there. What I want to do is copy that, so we'll copy user share Unix PrivS and the actual Unix PrivS. And what we want to do is copy it to our var. Now wait, then I did this machine earlier, so I'll just make sure I've not just left it there. Cd var ww and html. I've actually moved it already. Actually, do you know what? I'll remove that password. This is actually okay. So they're not there anymore. I'll just go through the process again. So we want to move it to the var file, the var directory, www and html, and we'll do cd to var www html, and now it's in there. Okay, so essentially we've put it into what essentially will be our HTML page, which we will host, but the service is not running, so we'll do service apache 2 start. Okay, that's essentially as we've got the Apache servers running. Hopefully we're now hosting this file. So we're going to wget 192.168.56101, and we're just going to do /Unix PrivS check. Not getting it. Why not? Try that again. cd var ww html. That's in there. Did I type it correctly? I'll just make sure that's running still. wget 192.168.56101, and we will do unix privesc check. That is not allowing us to connect to that. Why is that? Let me just check on this. Oh wait, no, I'm doing it to the 102. I'm doing it to the 101 machine. That is weird. 102. Sorry, I was actually doing wget to the machine which I'm on. I need to call back to my host machine. I'm on 102. That'll be why. Right. Okay. Keep going. There we go. Downloaded now. So we'll do lsl. Here's the issue though. See if we look at the actual permissions. We've got read write and read read. There's no actual executable permissions, and it's a program which we need to execute. So what we need to do is essentially change the permission by using chmod, and we'll do 777, which will give us read write and execute for all groups. So we'll do that, and we'll do unix privesc check. Okay, and we do ls tac l, and now we can see we've actually got read write and executable permissions for all groups. So what we want to do is to run the program. So we'll / privesc check, and we'll do standard output, which is going to spit out a hell of a lot of information here. Okay, so that's done that, and actually, do you know what? Because there's so much information, to make it a bit more readable, what we want to do is locate just where the warnings are. That's essentially what it is. So we're going to get it for just the word warning. Okay, so from here we can see the etc password is a critical config file, and world write is set for it. So that means we can write to that. We can write to that file. So we'll actually go to cd. Actually, we'll do. Where am I? Yep. So cd etc. Check that's right. Yep, that's that there. So if we check this. This is essentially all the hashed versions of the actual passwords or whatnot in the system. The one we want is the root one. So essentially what we're going to do is we're going to use Meterpreter to download this file. We're going to edit it on our Kali machine and re-upload it via Meterpreter with a password which we know, a hashed password which we know, rather should I say. So we'll actually exit this back out, and we'll go back to Meterpreter, and what we want to do is download that. So we'll download /etc password, and we'll put that to root. Okay, so if we open up a new terminal window, ls, that is now there, password. Now what we want to do is edit it. Actually, before we do that, no, do you know what? Yeah, we'll do that first actually. We'll edit password. So what we need to do is remove this between these colons here. So we'll take that out, minimize U, and we'll use OpenSSL to actually construct an MD5 hash of a password which we can use and substitute back in. So we'll do open SSL, and what are we doing again? That's going to be password -1, and the password is anything you want. So I'm just going to type in John and reconfirm it, and it should spit out the hash. That's the hash password which we need. So we'll do this. We'll copy it. Copy that. Minimize U. Minimize U. Do you know what? We'll just do that again. And we'll edit password. Right. Minus that, and we'll just paste this in here. Okay, so we'll save that. And now we need to re-upload it back to the actual box we're on. So we'll drop, but actually we'll upload it from here. So we'll upload /root password, and we'll move it to where it was originally, the Etsy password. Okay, and we'll drop back into a shell. And okay, so we'll substitute user. Oh, we can't do that, we'll need to do the Python. Python C, back into import pty semicolon rather. Spawn bracket. Okay, substitute user. And we'll just type in the word John. As you can see, root at VTCSIC. And we can now access, actually do who am I, prove, so we're root access now, and we can go into the root directory. So essentially that's us finalised the machine. We've actually got to root access, and that's the box completed. Now, if you remember, I said in the first part of the video, or for the very first video rather, that there is 2 ways to do this. So I'm going to pause the video now, and the final part will just be the second quick way. So stay tuned, and I'll be back in a wee second.